Hello and welcome to our season premiere of Inside the Nest. I'm Matt Bruchet, joined alongside Anthony Cafone. It's been a long time, but we're finally back.
Yeah, Matt, we're here in studio and super excited for this school year. The show will be filled with everything fall sports and talking about someone who holds a special place in our hearts.
That's right, Anthony. But first, let's get everyone caught up. Back in August, we got the opportunity to go to Canton, Ohio for the Pro Football Hall of Fame ceremony, a weekend that celebrated several enshrinees, including our very own Montclair State alumnus, Sam Mills. A productive weekend that was also a fun one. Stay tuned for our 15-minute documentary debuting October 29th in our homecoming preview show, telling the story of our trip and honoring Sam Mills. Fall sports have been in full swing this semester and has been nothing short of awesome. Field hockey started off 0-4, but have been riding high as they won their next 6 games. Volleyball has had some good success out of conference, but with losses to Stockton and Rowan, they're going to need to turn around their NJAC performance. Football won 2 of their first 3, but sit on a 2-game losing streak heading into their first NJAC home game on Saturday against Kane. Am I missing something? Oh, that's right, soccer. Soccer has seen the most success of the fall sports thus far, with both women's and men's being ranked. Women with an undefeated record at 10-0. As of Monday, they are ranked at 12, and the men are ranked at 20th in the United Soccer Coaches poll. And they both show no signs of slowing down. Let's take a closer look later in the show, but first,
let's fly through some games from last week with the Red Hawk Rush. We start with the streaking field hockey team. After starting the season 0-4, they won 5 straight, beating Stevens 2-1 in overtime on the 28th. Down 1-0 heading into the 4th quarter, Montclair dominated control, finally resulting in a goal by Lindsay Champa, her first of the season to tie it up. In overtime, Lauren Pickle made one of her 4 saves on the night, but it was a huge one, stopping a big shot to keep the Red Hawks alive. Then Carly Van Tassel buried the penalty stroke for the win.
Carly Van Tassel with an absolute rocket to the back of the net.
The team stormed the field absolutely soaring from excitement.
The sideline is so important for that. They have so much energy, and when the girls come out, they do a quick mental check back in, and they go out and they are just ready and hungry to score.
When a breakaway first starts, my immediate thing is to try and organize the defense so it never gets to me. But if it does come to me, it's just reaction and staying focused on the ball and not anything around me.
My first goal this season, I'm a senior, so it felt amazing, and I was so excited to feel the momentum coming off of my teammates when they rushed to come up to me. Jumping up and down is the most incredible feeling, and I love hearing the ball in the back of the net. It's incredible. I was so excited.
Next up is men's soccer, who hosted Ramapo on October 1st. The Red Hawks came into the night 7-1-3 and 2-0 against NJAC opponents. The Red Hawks went up 1-0 on a rocket from Anthony Viola and would then go up 2-0 on a penalty shot by Ian Chesney.
Ian Chesney lining this one up. Chesney!
The game was 2-1 for most of the second half, but Jacob Bartnick scored his first career goal in the 82nd minute to make it 3-1. Josiah Crawford scored 4 minutes later and gave the Red Hawks a 4-1 lead. Ramapo would answer with 3:53 left in the half, but Chesney's second goal of the game off of a free kick shut down any hope of a comeback. Red Hawks win 5-2 on a misty night at Pitzer Field and improved to 8-1-3 and are 3-0 versus the NJAC.
We also recognized that the field was a little slick, so we asked guys, especially at halftime, like Kuba, Jacob Bartnick, we asked them to, when we went into the game, to really emphasize hitting the ball from distance and having a slick off the turf, and you kind of saw that on the 3rd goal tonight.
It's definitely awesome. I don't think I've ever scored 2 goals in a game before, but it's cool. All your teammates, congratulating you and hyping you up after 2 goals and after the game, so it was definitely an awesome feeling.
W's are a common thread in Red Hawk Nation this week. The women's soccer team showed no mercy on Wednesday as they beat Stockton 4-0, extending their unbeaten streak to 9-0. It took until the 28th minute for Aileen Cahill to score her team-leading 5th goal of the season, putting the Red Hawks ahead 1-0 at the end of the first half. But then the floodgates opened and there was goals galore in the second half. MSU netted 3 goals off the feet of Lauren Ernst, Kylie Prendergast, and Kate Perry.
I think that after those first 2 goals, we just decided we were on a roll. We weren't going to stop there, and we had some substitutions come in, and those girls really worked hard, and that really helped our momentum throughout the second half.
Every game, just try to come out, play our best, do my best to, whether it's scoring goals, getting assists, or just playing my hardest and trying to open up other teammates and stuff. Just try to work hard every game and do what I can.
The women continued their winning ways on Saturday, beating Ramapo 3-1. They're 10-0 with Aileen Cahill rising in the NJAC rankings. She scored her 6th goal of the year, just 1 shy of the last season's total. She's averaging 3.6 shots a game, which is definitely helping the offense.
Both soccer teams started their season in really good shape, with an impressive combined record of 18-1-3, with the women's side posting an undefeated 10-0, the men only falling to Alvernia University back on September 25th. Let's look closer at those records. The women have scored 22 goals and conceded only 5 throughout their 10 games. Defensively speaking, the team is second best in the NJAC Conference with a goal against average of .5. In 900 minutes so far, the Redhawks have shot 213 times, averaging 21.3 shots per game, second only to TCNJ. The men have conceded just 6 goals in 12 games so far. With 33 saves and a save percentage of .846, the Redhawks are second highest in the NJAC Conference in terms of defensive stats. On the offensive side, the team shot 212 times, best in the NJAC, averaging 18 shots per game, and 19 of those have found the back of the net. Defender Ian Chesney leads the team in goals with 5, followed by forward Amir Lukovic, who has scored on 4 occasions. It's a beautiful game, and the Redhawks are doing it well.
I'm Lindsay Salerno at Panzer Athletic Center, where volleyball took on Brooklyn College and Mount St. Mary. Coming into the weekend, the team had a record of 5-8 with back-to-back NJAC losses, most recently against Stockton University, dropping 3 straight sets. Finally back home, the team looks to have a bounce-back weekend. In Game 1, Montclair took on Mount St. Mary. They came out confident and ready to go, which translated onto the court, jumping out to a quick 12-6 lead in the first set and didn't slow down, winning it in 3 straight sets. Captain Carly Waterman attributes their success to the energy Panzer brought.
Well, we love packing the gym, packing Panzer. It's always a lot of fun, especially seeing all these high school kids come and them realizing that this is their next step if they want to continue to play. Their energy is awesome, but I think we also need to bring up ours to keep it on the court and then feed off theirs for the rest of the game.
So this was a pretty good game for you guys. You guys seemed to click pretty well, and it seemed like a pretty big momentum shifter for you guys. What does it mean going into not only the second game of the day, but the rest of the season?
Yeah, so today was an awesome win. I think we got to see a lot of new people on the court, which is always great, and we still really mesh well together out there. So that was super exciting to see. And I think we just went out there and had fun, which is something we haven't necessarily been doing that great the past couple games. So it was nice to just kind of let loose and play the game we love.
Before Game 1, Leah Higgins was 23 away from 1,000 career kills. During that first game, she tallied 7 total kills, leaving just 16 as they faced the Brooklyn Bulldogs. Game 2 did not start the way Game 1 ended. It was a back-and-forth battle as the Redhawks came out on top 26-24. The second set was another hard-fought battle, with the Bulldogs keeping the pace, but the Redhawks took it by 2 points. They came out flying to win the third. Leah Higgins had 10 kills and is now only 6 away from her 1,000th career kill.
It's pretty exciting. I mean, I've been looking forward to this since freshman year. I had to come back for a 5th year to do it, but I'm gonna do it. Catch me Tuesday.
With those 2 wins, that puts Montclair over 500 for the first time since September 16th. I spoke with middle Gianna Arias, who says those 2 wins will give them confidence coming into the new week as they face nationally ranked Wisconsin Whitewater.
The team has some big NJAC matches coming up, not to mention taking on nationally ranked Wisconsin Whitewater. It should be a real test for this group as they find their groove.
The Montclair State football team is now 2-3 after they lost to Salisbury 30-7. But before that road game on Saturday, we caught up with a few of the players and coaches to give their thoughts on the defense.
What do you think the defense has to do to improve them?
I think as a defense, we just need to keep looking at what we're necessarily doing wrong, and I don't think we're doing anything wrong. I think our game plan's been great. All of our efforts have been great. We just haven't been the plays haven't been going our way.
Our standard is hold them to 0 every game, no matter what. Just hold them to 0. So that's what we're trying to do, and as we continue to do that, we'll get that number lower and lower each week.
Thank you, Coach.
The defense continues to be the talking point here. They already have 10 interceptions in their 5 games, 12 sacks for a combined loss of 75 yards, 3 fumble recoveries for returns resulting in 18 of the team's 71 points. Hopefully they put it all together in their return home against Kane this weekend.
Trying to take shots on Pickle with the block.
Throws it deep, and it's intercepted. Mike Ramos with an interception. Outside to Higgins, and Higgins puts it down. Deflected off the post, another one in there.
Cross to the center, Cahill with the shot early in the game. Cahill setting the tone.
Here's when you can see all of those teams absolutely on fire this week. October 4th, field hockey will be ready to extend their winning streak against Kane University. That same night, volleyball will be going up against NJCU, looking for their next win. Then, on the 5th, women's soccer aims to continue their winning record against John Jay College. The 6th will welcome Arcadia University to Panzer for their first match against the Redhawks volleyball team since 2008. Finally, it's a jam-packed day on Saturday the 8th. Football returns home after 3 weeks on the road to face Kane. Field hockey goes up against Stockton, trying to keep their momentum going. And men's soccer would love to get that dub against Rome.
Over the summer, the Montclair State community lost a major piece of its athletics department with the passing of sports information director, Mike Scala. Ever since he became a Red Hawk over 30 years ago, Scala knew that his calling was to be involved with athletics on campus, and the care that he had for the student athletes, coaches, and everyone else he worked with was simply special. Matt Orth has more.
For over 20 years, there's been one person who looked out for all the student athletes unlike any other, and truly embraced being a part of the Red Hawk family. Mike Scala was a unique human being not only for how hard he worked as the sports information director, but for the person he was overall. On August 25, 2022, after a 3.5-year battle with stage 4 colon cancer, Mike Scala passed away at the age of 51 years old, and a major part of the Red Hawk family was gone forever. In the time that Scala worked for the university, he has accomplished a variety of things, from creating the athletics website that we all know today, to winning the 25-year COSIDA Award, to be inducted into the Montclair State Athletics Hall of Fame. He's been at Montclair for some of the great moments in MSU sports history. Sports Information Coordinator Patrick Duffy recognized how devoted Scala was to his craft.
He's one of the people that you would see at every game, and every athlete knew who he was, and I think being there for the times that the softball team went to the World Series, field hockey playing for a national championship in 2012, women's basketball going to the Final Four, like, those are the memories that those athletes and those coaches will have, and he was there for them.
Scala wasn't just at games to record stats. He was also the voice of Panzer Athletic Center, bringing the energy and hyping up the crowd at basketball games over to PA. Anytime Mike Jackson hit a clutch three-pointer, or when Nikki Carter sliced through the defense for a smooth lay-in, you hear Scala's booming voice ring over the hardcourt. Montclair State Director of Athletics Rob Chesney recalled the versatility Scala brought to the table and how special it was to him.
Someone asked me for a quote the other day, and I said, it was a unique ability to go from just telling a story or talking to you to turn it around 30 seconds later, announcing a game and changing his voice and tone and energy level instantly. Most people can't do that. He did it, and he brought a lot of energy to that building.
Mike Scala meant a lot to everyone in the athletics department at Montclair State. Coaches and Red Hawk Sports Network interns share some of their fondest memories of Mike.
For me, Mike is Montclair State Athletics. He is the original Red Hawk in my mind. Can't tell you how much I'm going to miss Mike. To be honest, I haven't coached a basketball game without Mike at Montclair. We're certainly going to miss him, and he will be with me every day that I coach for the rest of my career.
Mike was one of the first people to make me feel so welcomed here at Montclair State. No matter how long the days were at Yogi Berra Stadium, after a long doubleheader, we'd be back in the office, and sure enough, Mike would finally pop in, and we'd recap the game with Mike. And it was just an unbelievable mind that I'll miss tremendously.
From an athletic department, he was the guy who kind of brought us all together. He made playing here fun when I was playing here. He made coaching here fun, and made it really feel like we were at the best athletic department in the country. Not one day goes by where I know I don't miss him.
His heart was bigger than anyone that is around. So I was fortunate to be friends with Mike, and I'm going to miss him so much that we're playing this year for Mike.
We spent pretty much every Friday together before a game. We used to go up to the Student Center, and we used to call it Panda Fridays, hit Panda Express, and eat and just talk about the game. And it was almost as if he was a coach. He was very selfless because he just wanted to make sure our athletes were getting the best treatment. Mike Scala is one of the most incredible people I've ever met.
A tremendous ambassador that he was for Montclair State Athletics, and just a pioneer and a legend in the world of sports information directors.
He loved connecting with people, and we miss him so much. It's hard to think about any season without Mike.
To talk about Scala, he treated us like professionals, and he wanted us to be better, go better, connect with the athletes. You think you're gonna see him in Panzer, at Sprague, at Pitzer. You feel his voice, but you know he's not here anymore with us. There won't be another Mike Scala. You cannot replace Mike Scala.
Mikey was probably the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He could rattle off any stat to you at any given moment. He would remind you of moments that even though I would have been on the field during it, he had a better memory of it than me. So he's definitely missed every single day.
I'm very honored, very humbled that I get to do this every day. And as I said already, I'm so thankful that the university's given me the opportunity, and after all this time, I don't think I could ask for anything more.